This gentleman believed his ancestors so much that when he got to see the real Africa, he was too shocked, actually stunned to speak.
Can someone please tell me why I feel like we are falling so behind here in the US? Bro, I just saw what Africa really looks like. It looks like something straight out of a movie. Out of a movie, bro. Let me show you. There is no freaking way. What other places don't we know about?
My friend, that's AI. Those are AI-generated images of Africa. We don't have vehicles, okay? We're not there yet. We're still swinging on vines like Spider-Man. Some of us are lucky enough to ride lions as a mode of transportation, but that's only for like the rich people. Have you guys seen the movie Avatar? You know those blue aliens, how they use their hair to connect to the animals? Yeah, that's how we ride into battle. Mobile phones aren't a thing. If we want to communicate with our loved ones overseas, we channel the spirit of our ancestors by saying Wakanda 3 times. And those tall buildings you were seeing, again, those are AI-generated images. We still live in the mud huts that our ancestors built. In fact, let me give you an accurate breakdown of a day in the life for an African. The local rooster wakes us up and we grab our spear and begin to hunt our breakfast. After we finish eating, we give thanks to our ancestors, then find our mode of transportation to work. Like I mentioned, the wealthy people are the ones that ride on lions, whereas the local commoners, they either swing on vines or pay for a donkey. By the way, our method of currency is gorilla tooth. I think donkey transportation costs around 3 gorilla tooth. I don't know, somebody put it in the comments. Oh yeah, I even forgot to mention, schools are not taught by people, they're taught by monkeys that know sign language. Please stop spreading misinformation. We don't have electricity or Wi-Fi connection. What we have is spiritual connection.
How the hell is there a country inside a country? Because y'all have Africa and then y'all have South Africa. That don't even make sense.
That's because you don't understand the structure, sweetie. Now, South Africa is a village in Africa. Yeah, Africa is a country, right? With 54 villages and the capital city, Wakanda. But then South Africa is the head village because it's the only village in Africa that has Africa in its name. So that's the structure. Africa, the country with 54 villages and Wakanda, then South Africa is made the head village of Africa. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I love to believe that I think white people, sometimes they become victims of their own history, like colonial history, because of the mindset. And I don't know if it's actually still going on in 2025, that some kids are actually being told that Africa is a certain way. I mean, this man is a grown up, he's in his 20s. Clearly, if he did not take the step to travel, and that was Cape Town where he went, where you see the white houses and everywhere. I mean, hence Cape Town is named, city for billionaires. Like, African rich people live there. You understand what I mean? And I believe some people, they don't know overseas that richness in overseas countries is different from richness in Africa.
We live better in Africa than you're living in America. The same house in Africa, you wouldn't even be able to be in it in America. You see? So you have help. You have, I've had friends come and be shocked. Oh, you have fancy cars. Oh, you have big houses. Yeah, did you think we were living in trees? We're not.
But can you emphasize on that for me? Maybe if you can go deep into what you're saying.
Well, I mean, they're just surprised at the level of life that we live because they've been told so many things over the years. And it's getting worse now as they're trying to kill Black history in America altogether. But if you even look at the statistics, statistically, most of their physicians are Nigerians or Ghanaians. Most of their people high level doing anything are African people. So, that's why they're evil and salty about it. And now they're trying to, shut down students going and all that kind of stuff because let's face it, Black don't crack and it dominates whatever it decides to focus on. It's just as simple as that. We decide to play golf, we run golf. We decide to play basketball, we take that over. Tennis, football, whatever.
US media gives us the worst perception of Africa. This is Africa. This is actually nicer than New York City. Like, this is so nice.
Just look at that Zara. Just look at that Zara. They don't have that in New York.
Look at how nice this building is. Look at this beautiful outdoor seating. So instead of listening to whatever the media tells you, go and explore and find out for yourself.
If I know one thing, African people, they will troll and they will come out with the trolls, okay? But I love to see it when people actually discover that there is a different part of Africa that they never thought existed, because when we see in media or on the internet, everything, most especially if it has to do with like the whites, it's like, oh, Africa is this, country where the kids have like mucus and then like there are flies that are flying all over like their nose and their mouth, and like they eat dirt, like they'll be eating worms, like they walk barefoot. I would like to let people overseas understand that that lifestyle is also there. Unfortunately, that is what white media has painted about Africa, that, oh, it's all about like, the slums and the stealing and everything. That is bad. See, this is why when the stats come out of like, oh, most visited country in the world, it's like the European, or now like, the Arab countries like Dubai, UAE. But it's because people actually, I think, people don't like coming to African countries because some of them fear that they're going to come to an impoverished lifestyle, and maybe they're coming from luxury and they don't know how they will feel about the continent, because they know this picture that has been painted about Africa is not good. They will not be safe. They will not enjoy their money. There's nothing to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe that in European countries or like in America, it's all nice. Because I've heard stories where like people say like, oh, downtown LA, like it's not nice, like they are homeless people, or like in Harlem, New York, they're like homeless people. Like, guys, even if your homelessness may not equal to the African one, you could actually find that the homelessness in America is actually bad. You understand? Yeah, so these things happen everywhere. It looks like a big shocker revelation. I mean, whoever colonized his mind that Africa is this kumbaya jungle where it's animals. We want to go and see the Kruger, to see tigers or the big five. Apart from that, we are going to literally pass on dust 24/7. Please do us a favor and colonize people's minds. Because the way most people think about Africa, I am still shocked in 2025 to see reactions like this. It really gets to show me how deep the propaganda about Africa being this impoverished, dirty, nothing continent has gone.